Alright everyone, welcome to another video on this channel. So it's been a while and I got occupied with work. But today I'm going to be explaining about some of the battle chips in Battle Network 5. Specifically, today's topic is about useless chips for liberation missions. I mean, liberation mission is the main feature and the reason why everyone struggles because of three major factors that are present for all missions. First is the 30 seconds custom gauge time limit or 3 turns per battle. As you all know from the tutorial provided by either Colonel or Protoman, for every 10 seconds or 1 turn when the custom gauge fills up completely, the chip select screen automatically opens, so you have no choice on controlling that on your own pace. You either discard your previous chips or you could go on ahead without sending chips to use previously equipped chips. But it does not change your current hand of chips for the next turn. Second is the overworld dark panels configuration that determine the layout of the field during battle for liberating the chosen panels. Lastly, it is because of the ally navies having their own strengths and limitations when you utilize them for battle. In battle. There are other factors that are varied, but we are not going to touch on that for now. So let us check what is in the pack. Now, to make explanations easier, I had to get all these chips using Codebreaker or GameShark. That is why you can see there are 99 of them here. This is just for explanation, nothing else. Anyway, you can see all these chips, they all come in code, meaning you cannot choose any of them as you please even when they show up unless they are from the same code or the same type of chips. This is stated in the virus busting tutorial from the very beginning. Most of the chips are for attacking and some of them are for support. There are 4 classes of battle chips, which are standards, which is the majority of the pack. And then we have mega chips, the one highlighted in blue. Then we have giga chip, which is red, and dark chips, which is purple. Now let's get straight into the main topic for this video. What are the things you should not do prior to liberation mission? Well, first, you should not put alphabet soup codes, as well as the ones that exclusively supports Mega Man only in battle, or the ones that are impractical for a 3-turn limit. Why is this important? Because liberation mission is done with not only Mega Man but also ally navies. At first, you only get 1, but the number increases after every mission, and the most you will end up having starting the 5th mission is 5 members, including Mega Man himself. In other words, 4 ally navies and 1 Mega Man. Ally navies cannot be customized with Navi Customizer. This is only for Mega Man, as you can see. So whatever that Mega Man equips, it is not present for other ally navies. So they can only choose 5 chips other than their special chips, meaning alphabet soup folders will not make decent progress if chips with high damage does not appear from the start. If you put in chips that does not benefit them, they could not win virus battles easily, let alone have them face a boss. Chips that require too much setup is impractical because it relies too much on luck alone than it is on actual skill for execution. So better not use better not use those chips at all costs. Plus, you cannot get rid of unwanted battle chips if they are all in different codes. And just a reminder, while asterisk code means you can pair it up with other chips easily, you should not put them into your folder without understanding what it is all about. So, what are those chips, you might say? So, let me show you one by one. For as I shown, I put it in the folder that I'm using. As you can see, this is literally alphabet soup. Well, it doesn't equate all of it, but it's still alphabet soup. Oh, by the way, if you're asking why the regular memory megabyte is like that, that's because why? Hold on. That's because I was frustrated with the international version having cut contents, because you're supposed to get 50 megabyte, but because they cut content, you are short for 1 megabyte. So anyway, that's actually over 100, so that's why the pixel is break. Anyway, now where were we? So let me show you one by one what chips are useless. Okay. Starting from the top, well, I don't have any explanations for wind, but if I have to give one, it's actually because if you are using sword battle chips or any close range, you don't want to push the enemies all the way to the back. That's it, simple. Anyway, where were I? Okay, the first one is Buster Up. What Buster Up does, as per description, it increases the Buster attack by 1 and Charge Shot attack by 10. You know, the rapid fire attack you do with B button, which is called Buster. Charge Shot normally does 10 damage without any upgrade. Well, for Mega Man at least. This chip is more worthless than crack out or recovery chips because navies other than Mega Man does not benefit the plus 10 charge shot increment from Buster Up. For instance, Proto Man does 60 damage on his White Sword charge shot, while his Buster attack can be increased from 1 to 2. It does not increase the damage charge shot. It does not increase the charge shot damage from 60 to 70. So get this chip out from your folder no matter what when you have to lead a team, as charge shot damage output for ally navies are fixed in battle. Now, second, where are we? Yes. Regarding dark chips, as warned in an anonymous email, dark chips are extraordinarily strong chips that deals damage equally to program advance, but using it directly or raw would cause Mega Man to receive a buff, reduce karma points, as well as reducing max health by 1 permanently. With the introduction of Chaos Unison later, we can utilize dark chips without any of these consequences. Even so, I suggest do not include dark chips in liberation missions because none of your ally navies can use it, and it will just go poof and turn into smoke, which causes nothing. This reminds you that you can't just taint a navy that is not your own. Plus, they can't use Soul Unison because they are the one powering up Mega Man. Hence, putting dark chips wastes space. Thirdly are these support chips. Where is it? Hold on. fast gauge and full custom. Fast gauge causes the custom gauge to feel twice faster. So from 10 seconds, you only have 5 seconds to fight per turn. Full custom instantly fills up the custom gauge. These two chips are good for SP boss fights or PvP, I suppose, but it is very worthless in liberation missions. So don't put this just because it is asterisk code. Okay, from what you can get in as a reward or from the lotto number. Next is bug fix. This remove bugs you have from I believe it's dark chips only. I don't know about the Navicas. I haven't tried. But this removes bugs you have from using dark chips raw. So just remove this because none of the ally navies can get bugged anyway. Because you cannot use dark chips on them. Simple. Next we have anti-recovery and anti-navy and north wind. These chips are PvP purpose only and none of the viruses or opponent uses them, especially navy chips. So none of the viruses actually have navy chips, so the best you can get is just either a meta gel, invase, or perhaps a recovery chips. I mean, but how often do you encounter viruses that uses recovery chips in liberation missions? Not so often. So just get this out of the way. Technically there was a virus in liberation mission that uses it for a... Oh, hold on. Okay. This is regarding anti-recovery. Technically, there was a virus in Liberation Mission that uses it for within a dark hole fight, but it becomes worthless for other fights. So don't put this. Northwind, on the other hand, removes barriers and auras, but none of the viruses in this game uses barrier or aura. The only opponent in the game that uses this is just base double cross or base XX. I don't, just pronounce it however you want, but he's the only one that uses barriers and auras. Now where is it? Okay, next we have grab banish, grab revenge, what else? Color point, double point, and all forms of Geddon 1, 2, 3. Now here are the following reasons why. Well, grab banish and grab revenge only works based on the initial setup of the field. So for instance, if you start in a battle in disadvantage or surrounded, using these chips will not turn it back into normal field or give you more advantage during battle. So it depends on what you have from the start. If you have less, you cannot use these chips to grab more. But if you have less and it was stolen, then it will be beneficial. But other than the Katak virus, the tank cannon viruses, or the samurai, there's not really a lot of opponent that can use area grab so often or steal panels. So just get it out of the way. As for Geddon chips, regardless of variation, I think it is self-explanatory. But in case you don't know, I'll explain what it does in battle. Now, Gaiden 1 makes crack on all panels, regardless of whether you have float shoes or not. So navies without float shoes will cause hole, and they cannot stand on holes if they don't have air shoes. Gaiden 2 turn every panel besides the occupied panels into hole. These two chips are troublesome because you are obstructing your navy's full capability even when the panel's configuration as well as enemies to be fought are randomized, and one may be a bad match for your current navy. That's the reason you don't want to put these chips in battle, because it's worthless unless it's PvP or boss fight. Anyway, lastly, Gaiden 3 turns all panels that are not disabled into poison panels. What are some of the disabled panels? Let me show you. Hold on. To do this, we need to go to ACDC 3. Alright. Take a look at the panel behind Mega Man. This panel cannot, you cannot do anything about this panel because it was removed. So that's what I mean by disable. So whatever thing you do, you cannot steal this panel or you cannot change anything on this panel. Simple as that. Now let's get away, if possible. Okay, we got away. Okay, now let's go back into the explanation. So where were we? I think it's about Gaiden 3. Okay. So, as if there is not enough problem from the enemies and configuration alone, now just sabotage both sides of the field with poison panels. Honestly, this does not work well for every enemies, as some enemies do have float shoes and air shoes. So that's pretty much about the Gaiden, the 3 chips Gaiden, you know. Now the next one is alright. The next one is Red Wave and Lava Seed. I know what you're thinking. Why these two are bad when they complement each other? I mean, they are necessary. Don't you agree? Well, take a look at the capacity of Lava Seed and Red Wave. Okay, Red Wave is 48 megabyte and Lava Seed is 60 megabyte. As I said before, ignoring the capacity that I have gained through cheating one way or the other because I was frustrated with the international version having cut contents, the maximum regular memory capacity is just 50 megabytes. That's a disappointment. Anyway, the most efficient way to use wave-type chips, as in Wave, Mud Wave, and Red Wave respectively, is to have C-Seed, Triple Crack, and Lava Seed as your regular chip. Alright, let me show you those chips for now. Where is it? Okay, so this is Wave Pit. Then we have Red Wave and Mud Wave. To use Mud Wave is better with Triple Crack. Where's Triple Crack? Oops, okay, I'm already past that. Where is it? There we go. This is triple crack, and the seed is, yeah. Okay. Now, as I said before, the maximum you can get is 50 megabyte. But because lava seed is 60, you have to do it the other way around. But it is frustratingly inefficient during liberation missions. I tried that. It's so frustrating, and that doesn't even take into account that some of the chips are in different codes, and like lava seed is pretty much useful with red wave and nothing else, but they're all in different codes, especially for the international version. I mean, there's only one that they both share, which is H code, but other than that, they're just so separate. I don't know why. Even if it's for PvP, I think like it's just not worth it, or like it's pretty awful. Anyway, there are chips. Next, we have chips that deals remarkably high damage in PvP or bosses, but can be very useless with multiple enemies. So, what is it? So we have Mine, Snake, and V-Doll. Mine deals 300 damage, but because it randomizes locations, you don't know where it was placed if there is a lot of space. I mean, if there's too many panels, you don't know where it will be placed on. Plus, you can only plant 2 at a time, and if you use other offensive obstacle-based chips like vaults or air spin, it may remove the mines. So you just wasted those battle chips for no reason. Where's Rainy Day? Yeah, here's Rainy Day. Rainy Day deals damage to a single unit, and it increases the number of hits based on the C panels on your area, the red side of the field. Things pretty simple enough. It's just troublesome to set it up. So what? I don't think I need to show you, because you probably won't even use this chip anyway. And Snake, on the other hand, relies on holes in your side of the arena. Just like with Gaiden 2, well, none of the chips are actually, can complement each other. So like, you cannot use them in one go. You cannot select all of them at once. As I said before, the Ally Navies needs more space as it is. So don't obstruct them any further. Okay, lastly is DS Navy chips and evil chips. Well, I think there's one here. Yeah. An example here is for Gyroman. I believe DS stands for Dark Soul, while SP stands for Special, if we are going by Japanese definition for their naming. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's pretty spot on. But anyway, DS Navy battle chips have purple or violet lighting on the image. DS Navy chips and evil chips can only be used if Mega Man is tainted by dark chips, as in using the dark chips directly and not through Chaos Unison. What are those evil chips, you might ask? So here's one of it: Bug Curse, Bug Charge, Black Wing, Anubis, Muramasa, and where is it? And Static. These are evil chips. So Mega Man cannot use them if he's not tainted by dark chips. But honestly, a lot of the chips are much better. You can use more chips you can use more chips if you don't get tainted. Just simple as that. They're generally better. These chips don't benefit much anyway. So where were I? So DS Navi chips are the counterpart of. So this is a DS Navi chip, and this one is an SP battle chip. So they are like two sides of the same coin. They deal almost equal damage depending on the situation. SP Navi chips, besides Roll and Django, so like you see Roll and what's Roll? You see Roll have the triple question mark, while where's Django? While Django doesn't have any value, so they don't have fixed damage. Where were we? So SP Navi chips, besides Roll and Django, get permanent max upgrade for attack power if you beat the SP or Omega version of bosses in 10 seconds or under. Now, DS Navi chips increases the damage output based on how many times the Navi's operated flinches. In case you don't understand, when your Navi takes damage, their sprite changes from their usual stance. So if you're playing Nintendo DS Edition, which is Twin Leaders and Double Team respectively for Japanese and English edition, this rule is necessary. So you cannot use them because Ally Navis are treated like Mega Man due to the party battle system feature. To be honest, this still bugs me, as Shadow Man himself carried a Muramasa, and he cannot use it just because Land put it into him. That's weird. Whatever, I suppose. Sorry. For the vanilla GBA, you are free to include only the elemental edition of DS Navi chips and the ones that can be used as program advanced. So like Gyro Man, he's considered non-elemental. So like Gyro Man, who else? Gyro Man, Number Man, Shadow Man, Colonel, and Medi. You don't equip them. Just don't equip the DS version. Nope, this one no. No, and no. Okay, these chips are a no. Now the reason for that is because you see everybody else has elemental, but except for these. Now for elemental version of DS Navi chips can be the alternative sacrifice for Soul Unison when playing as Mega Man, and certain program advances require SP or DS Navi chips as part of the program advance permutation. In case you are wondering why I use permutation, it is because the sequence of chips matter. So like the arrangement of what goes first and in the middle and last, they're all important. That's why it's permutation. Combination means you can use it at any arrangement and it still activates, but it doesn't work that way for this game. So it's permutation. There's a specific order. But anyway, enough explaining. What happens if you go into a fight with chips like this? Well, let's find out the hard way, shall we? Now, for the sake of simplicity, I will do it only on normal virus battles. So just pay attention to the custom gauge or the time that I took to beat all the virus, so you can see what's gonna happen. I think I can just put, I put the instant battle code. So let's see if it works. Yep, I just press select and it just activates. Okay, this is just normal one. Okay, now it might be coincidence, but see, that's useless. Oops. Oh god. Oh god. What am I supposed to do here? I'm really helpless here. Dude, it's just from 1000 to I'm already 300. Oh god. Dude, I almost died. Yep. Okay. Oh, that. Can I equip something? Yep. See, I take so much damage, but I cannot use Muramasa. So it took me about 38 seconds, and look at my health. I'm already at 180, and that's because of this kind of folder that I equip. I mean, this is just a demonstration, but you get the idea why you don't want to put alphabet soup in liberation missions. And by the way, those are tier 3 viruses and they hit like trucks. So don't be surprised, like I just did, if you said from so high hit points, you suddenly get like 100 or 200. Now, this is just the normal virus fight with unlimited time. So just now it's just 38 seconds. Just now it's 38 seconds. So if this was a liberation mission, it is very guaranteed to fail to liberate with ally navies whom we cannot customize their stats. So if I use full custom or fast gauge, the turn ends faster every time the custom screen opens. Now remember, unlike the Guardians, the viruses regain full health for every unoccupied panels. So be sure you don't make your folder like this. Okay? I hope this will be helpful in reminding you what chips are obviously bad for liberation missions. Because remember, we are dealing with so multiple enemies in a short range of time. Okay, I think that's pretty much what I want to say. I mean, some of these chips are debatable, but these chips are clearly, yes, these battle chips are clearly not good for liberation missions. Okay, yes, I mean, some of these can be used for program advance, but remember, you can't rely on program advance all the time in liberation battles, because you have to deal with because the time limit is so short, as well as your navies don't as well as the navies in this game doesn't have any defense, so they all take equal damage. If that viruses deal 200 HP, all other navies receive 200 HP, no question. Simple as that. That is all from me. If you like this video, please please hit the like button, and if you have any more suggestion as what you want me to do for this game, then leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you are new to this channel. And that is all from me. Bye bye.